it's supposed to feel.
Hey guys, welcome back to Games Mods. So, we finally have the X-Shot Piston Pump Blaster, or AEB Blaster from X-Shot. Now, let's go back a little bit because this was first teased, like, I think near the beginning of the year. I think like February, we saw a couple of content creators get this in March via X-Shot. And there was a whole kerfuffle with them not supposed to be reviewing it. They didn't get the paperwork saying that, so they just went ahead and reviewed it. Now, I don't mind a company sending out a blaster to people, to review like a couple weeks before, it's released, because you can get the hype up a little bit or a lot, and then like 2 or 3 weeks later, you release it. But months in advance, March to now, which is mid-July, that's crazy. That's poor marketing, because the hype went up in March and then it kind of died down. And by June, we were pissed that it wasn't released yet, because I think it was actually supposed to be released in at the end of May or beginning of June, and then it got postponed by the company. So a lot of people were upset. Me being one of them, because I actually wanted to give 2 of these away at Armageddon, which was at the end of June. I was really looking forward to that. Sadly, it didn't happen, but I actually did give away that Diana that I was supposed to give away earlier. So I gave that away at Armageddon, which was very cool. But nonetheless, here we are. We have the blaster. So let's see if it's the same as the ones that all the earlier influencers got, and see if it holds up. Now, I will let you know, I did get this at a Target. I had to call around to 2 different ones. Mr. Adam Fowler was nice enough to leave us the DCPI number in our group chat on Facebook. The DCPI number is 087-11-1113. So if you want to go ahead and call your targets and give them that DCPI to see if they have them, good luck. Happy hunting. If you try to look it up in BrickSeek, you will not find it there, because it will actually show up a rival nemesis, and Target has been known to reuse their DCPI numbers. So better off calling them or going there if you're near one and giving them the DCPI number, see if they have them in the back. Because the second store that I called, they said they had 4, which whenever they get a new stock in of a certain blaster that's not even released yet, they usually hold it in the back. They usually have 4. Like the Outlaw, they had 4. The Omnia, they had 4, and so on. So call, see if they have it. If they do, go. And then when you get there, go to somebody. I went to somebody in the electronics section, and they went in the back. They got it, and I am very thankful for them for getting it. Into the initial review here. Now, the box looks big. It's big. It's a big box. Artwork looks very nice. Looks like what we've seen already. Again, like I said, this is an AEB, so it's a Springer, but it's an auto electric Springer, meaning it has a battery with it. I believe it includes a battery. It says it shoots up to 160 feet. We'll see. I heard different FPS readings throughout. We'll test different darts, of course. Being that it is an AEG, it's not a flywheel, so technically you could put anything from Worker Gen 3s to bamboos into this, and it should be fine. So we will go ahead and test that. It does come with some goggles, which is nice, or glasses, protective eyewear, which is always good to have, because at 150 feet, or actually anything past 100 FPS, you need eyewear. Comes with 40 darts. Now, I heard that these darts are pink, which is new, as of one colored here, so that's cool. It looks like it's Talon compatible. We will test magazines, of course. Looks like you have your mag releases. You have the double, kind of double action that we had on the, what is it, the XLS and some of the other blasters that are from X-Shot. Our best blaster ever. That's saying a lot. Let's see if that gold seal holds up to it. So it does come with an accuracy boost roller scar, which kind of looks like the same as a Dart Zone one. A little bit. The body shape's a little different, but for the most part, it looks basically the same thing. We'll compare the two. Yeah, let's flip this guy over. All right. So it kind of shows you how it works. It's got the spring in there. And it's got its electric graphic in there to show you how it works. But you can see the Fury X down here, of course, and then the XLS in the same color variety. Now, I have not picked up the XLS in that color variety because I already have two XLSs. I didn't need a new one. I did get two of the Pac-Man ones, and I gave those away at Armageddon. And I thought, I actually saw one being used, which was really cool. So I may pick that up in the future when the price goes down, because I don't want to pay $40 for that. You know. But this looks pretty cool. There are some new sights on here, which look nice. There's your charging handle. Put your battery back here, I believe. And your gears are in here. Your piston pump part is in there with the plunger. And mags. This looks like a cullet system, which is interesting. And then your barrel, of course, and your roller scar, and yada yada. So, let's go ahead and open this box and see what it does. Alright, so getting this right out of the package there, this is a very nice, clean presentation of the blaster. I like this actually a lot, better than probably most of the stuff that they've already put out. Now, you can see the barrel here comes separate, which is nice, chamfered in. So this is going to go into the blaster this end, and this is going to be your outbound part. Here's your roller scar. Looks like plastic bearings, so not metal. Okay. So plastic bearings. Oh. Okay. Now I will say this blaster was $72.99 with tax in California. It was about $78. So keep that in mind. It may be different a little bit depending on where you are in the US. We do have a pink 15-round magazine here. With something that looks like a bumper, but this is not rubber. It's just an end cap, so it's hard plastic. But this does look very Talon compatible. So yeah, we will be testing that along with other things here. You got the blaster here. You got some instructions, which is interesting to be wrapped around that. We have pink darts, folks. So it looks like the same darts that came with the X-Shot Fury X and the XLS. I usually call them the X-Shot diamond heads. I don't know, because it kind of looks like a diamond there. But these are pink instead of red, so that's different. Here's your instructions. I don't know why this is there. Oh, QR code, that's why. Okay, you do have a charging thing here. I'm gonna guess, I don't see the battery. I'm gonna guess it's inside. We'll find it. But let's get everything out of this package here, even though it looks very nice in there. Here are your sights. You have your protective eyewear. Now these look a little bit different. So it does say X-Shot on the side, so that's nice. These look pretty good though. Feel good. Yeah. Those are comfortable. And let's get the blaster out here. Just lifts right out. Cut this paper right off. Now, a lot of people basically were saying when they first saw this, they said, well, I already have a BK1, I don't need this. Which I fully understand. But keep in mind, a BK1 costs you about $150 to $170 depending on where you buy it. This costs about half that price, and it's going to be on the shelves. So it's basically the bargain version. A BK1, I believe, depending on which barrel you have in it, it can hit up to 170, 180 FPS, depending on what you do to it. This one, it says it hits up to 160 FPS. I'm hearing 150-ish, so 150 for a bargain AEB off the shelf, pretty dang good, you know. I can see people messing with that a lot because that's pretty good, bargain-wise. All right, I'm gonna let you guys take a freeze frame of that real quick if you want to. There you go. Yeah. All right. So first off, weight-wise, this does feel sturdy. Feels big. Comfortable grip. A little bit oversized, which is good for bigger players. Looks like you have a safety switch. Single fire, full auto. Awesome. I thought it was just semi-auto for some reason, but that's good to know. When it's in safety, I don't know if I can. You cannot prime it when it's in safety. Single fire. Ooh, that's a stiff prime. Okay, I'm not even going to attempt that because it feels like that's going to break. So already I can say that this is a little thin. I would have made this a little bit more thicker. But yeah, mag releases are nice. Let's see how it feels. That feels good. Yeah. Good. That actually feels very nice. Weight-wise, the BK1 I think is a little bit heavier. We'll compare the two and probably in a different video. All right, and in the front here, it looks like we do have a call-it system, which is nice. It just twists out, twists back in, like that. So you have your features on the one side, nothing on this side. I will say that this is a little bit lighter than the BK1. Not by much, but the center mass feels better. It feels a lot sturdier. This plastic feels a lot better than the XLS, the first variation, mind you. It feels about on par, maybe even a little bit better than the Fury X, I dare say. But yeah, you do have your jam door up here, which you are able to get to if you undo a screw right there. I don't know why they did that, but that's an interesting choice. Not sure why you would have a screw on the jam door. Very strange. Huh, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, okay, well there's your jam door. Interesting choice. We'll screw that back in. But yeah, let's put everything together real quick. Let's see this in. Let's loosen that collet. Now this barrel is only a little bit less than 9 inches long. So take that for what you will. The inner diameter, I'm gonna guess, is 13 milli. Let's see here. Oh. 12.8. So yeah, almost 13 milli. So that's about standard. So not bad. Put that barrel in like so. Loosen that up all the way. There we go. Tighten that up. Got your roller scar thing here on the end there. Put your sights on. Alright, now let's see how to charge the battery here. There's a button in the back here. I wonder what that does. Ah, that comes off. Okay. Oh, there's the battery. Found it. Okay, so there's your battery. That's a big battery. It's not bad. So this is a rechargeable Li-ion battery. So this should be safe for kids to use. So that's good. 2000 milliamp, 14.8 WH, 7.4 volts. So yeah. So the way that it's going to connect once it's in there is it is an XT30, I believe. Or no, this is a special thing. Ah, okay, it's one of those. Okay. But if you want to rewire this, I'm gonna guess that's an XT30. You could probably do to it. So keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and charge up this battery. We will throw it back in when it's done, and we'll see what it does. I'm excited. So see you guys in a second when this is charged. All right, guys, I went ahead and I charged up the battery here. It took about an hour and 15 minutes to charge, so not too bad. So let's plug it into here. Let's see here. Well, it goes in one way, and then you should be able to put the battery just in with all the wiring. Put this cap back on. Should just clip back into place like so. Should be good to go. So it's on safety right now. Nothing. Fire. Oh, there it goes. It actually beeps like a BK1. Okay. Alright, cool. So yeah, it's ready to go. So let me go ahead and, first we have to make sure this is Talon compatible. I want to test the magazines to make sure that everything fits that we have, that we know of. So let's see what I got here. Worker 10 round. Yep. Strife X. Yep, that fits. Even though that lip's there, it still fits. XLS mag. That does fit. Okay. Dart Zone mag. That does fit. Okay. Omnia Pro. Fits. Dart Zone mag. Yep. Worker Dragon. No, that curve is too severe. It does not click in. So that does not fit. So that one's a no. Another Dart Zone one. That works. Siren Mag. Well, 10 round. That works. Another Dart Zone one. Works. Worker 18 works. Another Dart Zone one works. Arcodas works. Siren Blink works. Unicorn Mag, very nice. And Game Face Try-On Mag. Is this backwards? Oh. No. Now, that goes in, but it doesn't click. You have a short dart here. Let me see if it fires. Yep, fires. Okay. So yeah, the only one that looks like it doesn't work with is the Dragon mag from Worker, which kind of sucks, but it's understandable because the curve is too severe, so it doesn't get all the way up in there. But everything else seems to work fine. So yeah, let's load up some darts and take this guy over to the door and see what it hits. All right, guys, here we are at the door with the X-Shot Piston Pump, aka the AEB, aka the AEG. I'm gonna put it into fire mode, and I went ahead and I loaded up the mag that it came with 5 of the darts that it came with, along with 5 Worker Gen 3s, and then 5 of the Worker heavyweights, which are the 1.2, I believe. So let's see what these do first, and then we'll switch mags and see what others do. $166, $167, $173, $160, $159. Okay, so about $163 average. Not bad. On the box, it did claim $160, so it's hitting that so far. Onto the Worker Gen 3s. $164, $166, $172, $165, $172. Not bad at all. Into our heavyweights. $164, $159, $165, $152, and $158. So about the same, a little bit lower with that $152, but that's to be expected with heavyweight darts. On to our next mag. We have a Worker Straight Talon 15. We have some Adventure Force darts up top. Below that, I believe we have some Worker Bamboos. And then we have some Dart Zone Pro Max Nitro darts. So let's see what these do. 159, 153, 177, 168, 167. So not too shabby. Onto the Worker Bamboos. 174, 168, 169, 162, 168. Cool. Dart Zone Nitro Max Darts. 165, 172, 170, 171, 165. Good. It seems like they're all above 160 for the most part. On to our next mag. In the Blink mag here, we have some of those rumbling heavy darts. Below that, we have some ZWQs. Below that, we have some of those 4-ring bamboos from AK Blaster mods. And then your Dart Zone Solo Pro or NK4 darts. So let's see what these guys do. 176, 162, 167, 167 again, 169. Good. ZWQs. 168, 166, 172, 170, 168. Onto our 4-ring bamboos from AK. 169, 171, 168, 172, 166. Not bad. And then finally in this mag, onto our Dart Zone Solo Pro darts. 147, 161, 177, 177 again, 159, 175. So not bad. All right, in our final mag here, we have a Coda with 5 of those long distance darts from Siren, and then right below that we have 5 of the lightweight Guyu darts, which are the 0.7 gram darts. So let's see what these do. 151, 156, 163, 164, 152. Onto the Guyu darts. 176, 174, 179, 176, 176 again. So yeah, it's about a 160 to 170 FPS blaster. So what it's marking on the box at 160, it's hitting it. There are a couple that hit below, not too many, but for consistency, it's pretty dang good for an AEB. Price point, good. Now the question is, which one should you buy, the BK1 or this one? This one off the shelf, if you don't already have a BK1 or a BK2, definitely pick this one up. I think it's going to be much more valuable to you, especially if you muck around with the springs. If you want to upgrade the springs and say you break it, it's going to be less cost effective for you to go out and get a different one. But it feels great. The grip is very nice. It's multi magazine compatible, which is very, very cool. The stock is a little tight with the battery in it. It's like perfectly big enough. Me personally, I would probably get a little bit bigger of a battery compartment. I might get one from Joe at Xbox Games. But other than that, this is a great pickup. I'm going to go ahead and load up the magazine that came with, the 15 round, with the darts that came with, and we're going to see what full auto does. Alright guys, went ahead and load up the mag that came with the darts that came with. I'm going to put this on full auto. And yeah, let's see what it does. Alright, so I noticed on full auto it does go down a little bit. Not too bad. The average was like 160. So yeah, not bad at all. I did try the 35 round drum with that came with the Fasai Wealth Blaster. Does not fit, of course, because the mag well is too long and the drum neck is too short, of course, sadly. But hey, we now have a 70 round drum in the process, so that'll probably work on this, and I think it would actually work really well. Now the full auto isn't super fast, you know, but it is what it is. I think it feels like it shoots about 4 or 5 darts a second. But regardless of that, the FPS is on point. And I think it's actually a really good budget AEB or AEG off the shelf. The only complaint that I would have about it is of course, the marketing for it was horrific. And then this charging handle is very thin. So don't try to pull that unless you absolutely have to. Yeah. The other thing that I will note is that if you leave the battery in and you leave it on safety like it is right now, it will beep 3 times to let you know that the battery is in there. I don't know if it's being used at that point, like it's still draining the power from it, but it's letting you know that the battery's still in there. So if you want that beeping to stop, just disconnect the battery and it'll stop because there's no more power to it. But yeah, overall I think it's pretty good. And for $73, it's a good pickup. But again, the main problem with this thing was the release and the marketing for it. It was just atrocious. But yeah, hopefully this will be a good pickup for you if you don't have an AEB already. And if you're interested in AEB, never dealt with one, this is a good beginner one. So I believe this is supposed to drop tomorrow, Sunday, on store shelves. When I went, I had to get it out of the back, of course, from someone. But most likely, I think in the next week or two, you're going to see them on store shelves. So keep an eye out for these. Other than that, guys, I'll leave a link down below because I do have a link. It might stay out of stock, but it could stay in stock in the future, of course. I'll leave a link down below, of course. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this blaster. I think it's pretty sick. Good for what it is. And good for the price point. But other than that, guys, please leave a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff that YouTube makes you do to follow me. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right? Bye.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.